Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing another one of my I haven't read these videos. I did one I think last month for AYearAthon where our theme was retellings, and I hadn't read a lot of retellings. So in May our theme is finishing / catching up on a series, and I realized there's a lot of series that I haven't even started yet. But yes, today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 series that I haven't read or even attempted to start reading yet. So it wasn't until I sat down to film this video and went through the books one last time that I realized half of them are authors I've read before and half of them are authors I haven't. So the reason that I haven't started most of them is varied, but time is a huge factor for me. So I am a very busy person in my day-to-day life, and series are something that is very hard for me to commit to because I don't want to have to carry on and remember all of these details for long periods of time. So for me, I tend to wait until most of the series is out and then like marathon read it, but these are ones that I should have read by now. So let's get right into it. They are in no particular order, so let's just pick them up. So first up is one that I've talked about before on my channel, and that is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I do own this entire trilogy. I don't own any of the spin-off books, but I've had this series for about 3 years. My friend Geraldine gifted it to me while I was away at university, and I keep meaning to read it. So I do think this book is on my reader on haul list for 2018. I don't remember offhand, but I have never attempted to pick this book up. It is something that I'm interested in reading, but I don't know why. I'm not sure what this series is called, but The Darker Shade of Magic books by V.E. Schwab. I did read the Archived many years ago and I was okay about it. I know this one is adult fantasy and I've heard so many good things about it, and I did really enjoy her writing style in the Archived. So I've heard so many good things. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I loved the Legend trilogy when I read it a few years ago. It's a YA dystopian, but it was so different than other YA dystopians that are very publicized now. And I loved her writing style. I liked her characters and her world building, so I'm not sure why I haven't picked this one up. I do also own The Rose Society, the second book, and I don't own The Midnight Star, but I think it is a finished trilogy, so I should pick it up sooner than later because I did love Legends so much, but I don't know. So many series. The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the second time I've owned this book. I did own it in hardcover when it first came out, unhauled it thinking I would never read it, and then everybody kept telling me how great it was, so I picked up a paperback copy. But I think my hesitation about this book is everybody says it takes so long to get into because of her world and her language and all of that stuff, so I know that that's my wariness about it, but I'm sure once I got into it I would really enjoy it. So for me, it's just going to be finding the time where I can disconnect from everything else and throw myself into this book and this world, and I'm just not sure when that's going to happen. This one I feel less guilty about than the others, but A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Again, the second time I've owned a copy of this book, but I want to get into this world so badly. I haven't even seen the TV show. I don't know anything about the show. I own the first season on DVD though. I just haven't watched it because I can't decide if I want to read the book first, watch a couple episodes of the show first, get myself accumulated with all of the characters. I don't know how I want to do it, and I definitely need to because I'm sure it's fantastic, and I'm sure I just have to break it up into parts and suck it up and get through it. But everybody talks to me about this world and this book and the show, and it's everywhere, so I just need to hunker down and do it. I think this is called the Magisterium series, but The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare, both authors that I have read before, and I love middle grade series, so I'm not sure why I haven't picked this one up. I think this is fantasy, and I don't know. I think this is another one that's also on my reader on haul of 2018 list. I should probably revisit that list because I'm not sure if I've even read any of those books yet, and we're 5 months into the year pretty much. This one was on my reader on haul list last year and couldn't part with it, so I still need to read it, and that is Furthermore by Tahira Mafi. I love her writing style. I am currently rereading Ignite Me to continue on with Restore Me, and that has just reawakened everything that I loved about reading Shadow Me for the first time, so I think I'm more inclined to pick this one up soon. But I don't know, I definitely want to see what she does with middle grade, and I've heard this series is very dark for middle grade. And yeah, I don't even really know what it's about. I just picked it up because she wrote it and I love her writing, so soon. This one is probably the one that I will pick up first of all of the books on this list, unless you guys convince me otherwise. Unwind by Neil Shusterman. This is one that I have been wanting to read since I first started BookTube. It is one of the first books that I added to Goodreads when I got my account, and I still haven't read it. It's only maybe last year that I ended up buying a copy, and I got it from Book Outlet, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up. Even people that I know in my real life have recommended this book to me, so I don't know. I don't even really know what the series is about. I can't remember now, but I know it's something I want to read, and I've never read anything by Neil Shusterman, and he has a lot of books out, so I want to get on that bandwagon. So the last two are ones that are very, very popular on BookTube right now, and that is The Wrath of the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I know this is a retelling of 1,000 Nights, and this is a duology, so I'm counting it. I consider any book that has more than one in a series, and don't know, I haven't read this yet. Heard fantastic things. And then the last one is another one that I've heard a million fantastic things about, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I have no idea why I haven't picked this book up yet. Every time a book in this series or trilogy was released, it was one of the biggest things to happen, and I kept meaning to pick it up every time so that I could catch myself up before the next book came out, and I failed with that. So it is something that I really want to read, and something that I really want to read soon. I just have no more excuses left of why I haven't. So yeah, these are the top 10 series that I have yet to start, and I'm most embarrassed that I haven't read, just because I know how great everybody thinks they are, and I know I would enjoy them when I've read them. So make sure you let me know which one you guys think I should start with. If there's any that I talked about that you haven't read with either, make sure you let me know, because we can always buddy read them together. That would be really fun to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!